Hi, everybody. Thank you for listening in. I'm Deanna Forster, exclusive Black Stas presenter with Younique. And Janine Coltham and I are going to be chatting with you tonight. I'm really excited to share with you all of the new products. I just got them today. I got the Kid in the Candy Store collection, which comes with the Shine makeup remover cloths. This is one of the products I'm most excited about. Actually, well, I love the lip stain too. But I've heard that this, not only does it take off your makeup really well, but then after you use that side and get it dirty, you can turn it over, use the other side, and it has sunflower, olive, jojoba, vitamin E, and rosemary oils in there. So it actually gives nutrients to your skin, and you're going to see a noticeable difference in your skin. So that's really exciting. Then I got to try this Splurge. This is in the color Elegant. And as you can see, it's kind of like a mousse, like it's a little bit like spongy. And I'm just going to show you like how that looks on. Gorgeous. So I actually put that right here on the base of my eyelids, and I used the cream brush that came with that too, the cream shadow brush. So there's that. And it comes in this really cute bag. You see this? So there's little slots you can put your lip stain, you can put some brushes in there, and this kind of holds it in there. There's also a little pocket right here. You can put all of your goodies in there, and a great bag, lunch sack, whatever you want. You can advertise when you're at work. Then I got the Beachfront Bronzer. This is in the color Sunset. So this is the lighter, slightly lighter, good for neutral tones, fair skin, whatnot. So really excited to try that. And of course the blending buds come in there as well. These are just great. I love using these to apply my BB cream. If you're using creams for contouring, that's really good for blending. Make sure you don't have lines as well. I want to make sure I'm not missing. Oh, and then you get to pick a lip stain with that collection. So I'm wearing Shy. I know a lot of people are wondering, what does Shy look like, because there were two that looked really similar. This is just like a really good neutral, and the name fits perfectly, Shy. So for girls that are afraid to go with really bold colors, this is a perfect color. It just looks like little kids' lips. You know how they're just like that perfect rosy color? That's how I feel like this looks, just really natural. It would even be good under lipstick, so that after your lipstick wears off a little bit, you still have color. This is going to last. So I'm really excited about that. Okay, am I missing something? I think we're good there. I wanted to show you too the compacts for the new pressed blush. These are just gorgeous. This is Sweet. Now in the loose, Sweet was like a brighter pink, and this is more of a subtle mauve. So I'm really excited for that, for more of the fair skinned. And then I also got Glorious in. You can see that comes in a tube now versus the pump, so you don't have to worry about that coming out or not. All right, and then again the bag that comes with all of our collections. Now this month we have that great deal where when you spend the qualifying amount in the U.S. at $75 or more, you get $10 Younique cash added to your account. So if you live in the U.S. and you can take advantage of our free shipping at $100, I just made sure that all of my orders were at least $100, and then used that $10 on my next order. And so, if you're going to get like a few mascaras and some lip stains, use that YCash. Make sure it doesn't go below $100 if you wanted to get the free shipping, or don't go below the $75. You can also use, depending on your country or whatnot, it does have to be over whatever that amount is for your country, but you can use YCash and half-price items, and as long as the pre-tax amount is more than that required amount, the $75 in the U.S., then it does qualify. So that's kind of a unique situation compared to most of our kudos. You aren't able to earn the kudos if you're using a half-price coupon. So I just want to share that with you. And I personally don't feel comfortable sharing products or telling people about them if I haven't used them myself. So I've kind of waited to do my, spring launch party until I've been able to use the products, and then I can give a really genuine description and how I feel about the products, because, let's face it, there are some products that I like more than others, and so if there's something that I don't like, then I don't recommend it to a customer. So I want to make sure it's something that I love, and then I will share that with them. So I would say at least get that kit so you can try one of everything. So not only are you going to earn rewards on that purchase, you get that extra Y cash for the kudos, you're going to get your commissions on it, so you're going to get these products that you're going to use anyway at a great value, so there's no point in not. And plus, how does it look if someone's like, hey, tell me about such and such product, and you're like, oh, I've never used it. They're not going to buy it from you if you aren't going to buy it from yourself, and you're getting a discount on it. So just think about that when you're, you are a business. If you went to a restaurant and asked somebody how something tastes that they cooked, and they're like, oh, I never eat my own food, why would you want to eat it? So think about that. All right, so a couple things I want to touch base on is I want to challenge each of you to have a live, in-person spring product launch. So this is something I want you to do in your home. I want you to personally call people, not just doing a Facebook event and invite and hope people show up, because let's face it, we all get tons of notifications all day long, and I ignore all of them. So unless somebody personally messages me, texts me, phone call is best, and it can be something like, hey, I haven't seen you in a long time. I want to share something, these great products that I absolutely love, and get together with friends, have some food, play with makeup, and share the products. And it can be something it doesn't have to be a high pressure, because I hate that. Nobody likes that. Nobody likes to be sold to. But if they know it's just a fun, relaxed night of trying out products, everybody's going to want to come and spend time with you. So another idea that I had is to have makeup instruction. Now, you can set this up a little bit differently, because you don't really want the open house style for the makeup instruction. You want, verified. You want people who they're going to show up and they're going to stay for this block of time. Excuse me. And if you don't feel comfortable teaching, then talk to a friend who is a makeup artist and offer her some of the free products in exchange for her coming to teach that night. Now, here's what I would recommend doing. Sorry, I have a tickle in my throat. If you set up an event through Eventbrite and charge an amount for the class, then you're going to secure people who are going to show up. And what you can do to make it so that you're not making money off of them just showing up, use that money. So I'm going to say, for example, you charge $25 for this class. They have the option of then using that $25 towards a product. So here's what I would do in this instance. I have some eye brush sets, and I would probably do, we're going to do a smoky eye night or a natural eye, and I'm going to teach you how to do everything, and you're each going to have your own brush set, and that $25 that you pay for the class, you're going to get that brush set for basically that $25 that you're spending. Now, if you wanted to do that, you would just buy those brush sets. You could use half-price coupons if you wanted to, or pay full price and use, your commissions and party points and all that to pay for those brushes, basically to get them in your house, in your seat, using the products. And once they use our products, they're going to fall in love and want to purchase more of whatever you use that night. So then you could also have the option, if they have their own eye brushes already, say, oh, no problem, bring your eye brushes, and we will use that $25 towards whatever you want to get that night. So if you spend, let's say, $75, then you're going to get $25 of more product free. So that way you're not like, just giving products away. You're actually going to be making money that night. So, but basically, we want them to know that you're not just making money off of teaching these classes, but it's kind of more of like a free class, but that money's going towards their products. So let me know how that goes. I'm gonna start setting some up for myself. So this might be something that you would want to do in April. So March, do the live spring launch, and then for April or later in March, you could do this Eventbrite with the instructions. So with that, I'm going to pass it over to Janine. Janine is a Purple presenter. She's an amazing leader. She's going to talk to us about the U.S. Latina Race to Start. Janine.
All right, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm just going to go over some of the details about the U.S. Latina Race to Start, just so you fully understand them. There's been a lot of questions around this, and I want to try to simplify it. So what it is obviously from March 1st through May 5th. That's the dates that this incentive is running. And it's only for the U.S. Latina people. So if you have friends or you have relatives that live outside the U.S., then it won't apply to them, not yet anyway. So they have to be able to register with a U.S. address. So, and that could be you as well. So if you are of Spanish descent and you want to change your site over to Spanish, you can certainly do that. To do that, you would just, there's a place in your website under settings that you would switch it to default in Spanish. Once you do that, you are committed to having a Spanish-speaking website, all your materials and all your communication from corporate being in Spanish for 90 days. What you get is the Founding Presenter Charm shipped to you, so 30 days after May 5th, so April 5th. And your next order, you're going to get 10 catalogs in Spanish. Now, if you're new, if you have somebody new who wants to be a U.S. Latina presenter in Spanish, they would also get $33 U.S. In YCash in their back office, plus the charm, plus the 10 catalogs. Now, in addition to that, you can earn the International Leader Charm. So what that is the Leader Charm is when you have sponsored 5 eligible U.S. Latina presenters. In order for them to be determined eligible, they have to have sold 500 PRS in their first 30 days. So once you have 5 new U.S. Latina presenters that have sold 500 PRS in their first 30 days, you will be considered an international leader. And you'll get an additional charm with that as well. And that, again, ships out after the end of the incentive on May 5th. Now, the person that, the top 5 people that are the top 5 international leaders are also going to receive an iPad mini and 5,000 incentive trip points. So there's even more incentive because those trip points are getting you closer to Jamaica. And you get an iPad mini. So if you know anybody of Spanish that speaks Spanish, that is interested, that lives in the U.S., make an extra effort to reach out and talk to them. Show them the materials on your website in Spanish. And if you've already transferred your website over to Spanish, really start to market to that, to those women, because it's a huge market. Because on May 5th, there are people just chomping at the bit in Mexico to order our products. And they can't wait, and they can't wait to sign up to be presenters. So you could really skyrocket your team this spring by reaching that U.S. Latina market. If you don't speak Spanish, you know, hopefully they also speak English, and it's okay. But if they are strictly Spanish, I would really want them to be paired with a Spanish-speaking sponsor, and maybe you have someone on your team that does. So I'm just sensitive to that because I know I've had people who only speak French join my team later to fall off, and it's just not good. I can't speak their language. So I really just encourage you to reach out. It'll really help your business. Really start looking at that market. And because in May 5th, when we open up in Mexico, I really see another huge jump in our sales. And I want each of you to be part of that. That would just be awesome. So really, that is all in a nutshell. I guess the last thing I'd say is if you do change your website to Spanish and want to change it back, you do have to wait 90 days. Again, this is only for presenters who reside in the United States, and I think that summarizes it. But it's a great opportunity. I know a couple people have already switched their websites over, and you know, and I myself am trying to reach out to anybody that I know that is Spanish speaking in the U.S. and encourage them to join as well. So questions on this and anything else we will be answering on the event page that Freddie has set up, and Deanna and I will be coming back to that later on tonight to answer any more detailed questions on it. And I think that's it for the Spanish-speaking U.S. Race to Latina, and I'm handing it back over to Deanna.
Great, thanks, Janine. As she said, this is just really an exciting time. Anytime we launch in a new country, the potential for growth is just huge. I mean, your team can literally double, triple, quadruple, and just skyrocket. So use this as an opportunity to reach out. You know, if you don't know people in Mexico, you might know somebody who does, or know somebody who knows somebody who does. So the people who join your team, don't just think of them as the end goal. Think of them as a doorway to, you know, unlimited other people that they may know. So, for example, I have one of my elites in my line was actually 5 people down from me. So had the one person 5 people up from her never joined, even though she didn't do a whole lot with her business, I never would have had one of these amazing team members. So you just never know what that's going to lead to. And now it's one of my, you know, great legs of my team. So you just never know who you know that might open that doorway. And I'm really excited for this time. We just have so many great opportunities in front of us with our new product launch, growing into these new countries with the party cells beginning May 5th in Mexico. So take advantage of that. Take this time now to really reach out to those U.S. Latinas. And thank you all for joining this call tonight. Again, if you have any questions, just post them on the event page and we will answer them. So I hope you have a wonderful night. Bye.